It's the CalebDMTG.
I think my deck needs another removal spell on the sideboard. Either another Decay or a Assassin's Trophy. Playing a fairly regular list of elves. A lot of folks are up to Quad Allosaurus Shepherd. I'm still on 3. So I have room for a tiny little Green Sun Zenith package in the main deck. Might be wrong. Maybe 4 Shepherds is better. It's a pretty busted card. And yeah, the one thing I want to tweak about the sideboard is make room for one more removal spell. Make sure we can answer opposing engineers post-board a little bit more reliably. Anyway, but we're in a match now, so let's dive in, why not? I just realized I don't have my chat open. What's up, folks? Hey, Billy, Drawley, Larry Burley. Are any of the Painter's decks viable? The last Legacy stream we did, we played Painter and went 3 and 2. I'll probably play some Painter tonight. I'm doing alright, Drawley. I'm doing alright. Hey, Spearlord, thanks for the 11 months.
But now I think I'm able to carry on. It's been a long time.
You glad I'm not playing Cyberpunk? I was not planning on streaming Cyberpunk. Don't worry, friend.
Change gonna come. Oh, yes it will.
Oh shit, what up?
Oh shit, what up? Hey, Treebeard the End. Thanks for the sub. Thanks for the 24 months. Next turn we're gonna lead on Glimpse and try and have a turn 3 kill. Assuming we get to untap with our stuff here. I have heard of the Midnight. Thank you, Booty, though. Almost worth playing the Shepherd first, before the Glimpse. It's tempting. So it looks like we're facing that Rug control deck. I was playing Stifles. Querying Ranger less good when we don't have a forest to bounce the Dryad Arbor.
Go to my brother.
We could replay Elvish Visionary and kind of end the loop. Or we could run out the Heritage Druid, and then if we draw another... I guess Ranger could untap something. Yeah, let's play it. I'm down on my knees. Well,
I thought I couldn't last for long. But now I think I'm able to carry on. It's been a long time coming, but I know.
Do we just draw more cards? I think we wreck Sage. I don't think we can actually win this turn by casting the Elvish Visionary. Plus, we have enough stuff to win next turn already. Guys, Cradles are $1 grillion. You're not wrong. Yeah, Sub Ninja Killer. I feel like they need some kind of a sweeper here. We can kind of just win by activating the Allosaurus Shepherd. We don't even need to. Don't even need a natural order. Sure got us with that Stifle though. What do we want to change here? I don't think we need. Well, maybe we keep a news. We certainly don't need Rex Sage. Dairy Gaz's Caldera.
Oh shit, what up?
I don't get it. Hey, Commando's Echo. Thanks for the 49 months. 4 more years! Yes! Is this Cyberpunk? Yeah, pretty much. Bounce Cradle to activate twice. Okay, so you're not playing the Caldera as your land for turn. You're tutoring it into play. Yeah. Cool. Right now I'm wondering if I bring in Thoughtseizes. I think that's probably better than like Veil or something. I might just do like 2. I don't leave an Ooze so we can eat their Uro, because I think they are the Uro control deck. I don't think we want Archon. Let's do Progenitus. Pretty tempting to mull this with the Progenitus in the opener. Yeah, let's mull. Same opener as last game. Probably less likely to get to untap with it than last game, since they know we're on Elves. I mostly like Veil against Storm combo because they have a hard time tendrilsing you through a Veil. So I think it's absolutely at its best against Storm combo, because they're also trying to play discard spells against you too. But after that, I prefer it against decks that are playing discard and counters. If your opponent's only got 4 Force of Will and that's the only thing the Veil is hitting, I don't think you should bring it in, no. I don't play Hagak now. Got enough of that shit when it was in Modern. Yeah, exactly, Beetle. But if your opponent's playing Abrupt Decays, Thoughtseize, Force of Will, all of a sudden Veil has a lot more to do, right? This is a bummer of a turn. Huh. Wonder why they didn't wasteland me. Have I played any food chain goblins? I've tried to make food chain work. I think food chain was like a distinctly vintage phenomenon. I don't think it's better than just playing regular goblins in Legacy. Just jamming the natural order. Because they're sitting there with double wasteland, right? So like, it's the most vulnerable Dried Arbor of all time. So like, before I do anything, I'm just like, yeah, natural order does it resolve. Sack my thing you should have wasted. You can't believe it worked? Yeah, right? Yeah, I'll never forgive Hagak for getting Faithless Looting banned. Some would argue that Faithless Looting should have been banned earlier. Fuck those people too.
When we hit the dance floor, they call us feet. All the couples out there can't compete when Lulu's back in town. You can tell all my friends, all my Harlem croquettes.
They have 2 arrows, so I still have 1 to rebuy. But getting in damage here is relevant, because they can gain 3 up to 11. So if they have to crack a fetch, then Progenitor just still kills next turn. Hey, the Elite Troll, thanks for the sub, thanks for 20 months. Thanks, buddy. Hey, we win! Yeah, I don't think we win that game if they just aggressively wasteland us. That's kind of what you have to be doing from the rug side. You have to hit the elves right in the old resources, bolt them, wasteland them, leave them with nothing. Oh, pleasant start to the stream. Looks like a keeper, huh? Yeah, for sure, Zodiac Brave. Has Elves always played Natural Order? Not always. They have not always played it. They've played it for like most of Legacy history. But when Elves first started being a thing, it used Mirror Entity as the win condition. The first time I played Elves, I actually top-aided a Legacy Open with it. Lost in the finals to Lands, believe it or not. But there was that version of Elves.
Oh shit, what up?
Hey, yo, 600 hours, thanks for the 23 months. Eternal Garden? I don't know what you're talking about, Drandim. Did they have Tabernacle? I'm sure they did. I don't think that's what I lost to. I think I lost to, like, fast chalices and stuff. And awkward draws. Have I ever morphed to Rangers? You better believe I've morphed to Rangers. Anyone that plays Elves long enough will morph one eventually. Whether it's because the opponent's got a chalice or an engineered plague type creature effect. I think we just have a win next turn. Hell yeah, Simuldanuka. Do we green stuff for Symbiote? If we green, let's see. If we green stuff for 0, we get one more creature to play for Natural Order, but if we get Symbiote, then we have one more untapped creature. I think that's probably better. Is that even true? Eating Symbiote here? Does that even actually give me another untapped creature? 5 mana. Yeah, I guess we could bounce the Birchlore Raiders to untap the Dried Arbor, and then replay the Birchlore Rangers, and then sack that. Or the Symbiote. Okay, I think that's the line. Yeah, they're only at 16, so this should be plenty. Unless I'm fucking awful at math, I don't know. I've never heard lands called Eternal Garden. I heard it referred to as 43 lands at a certain point. I guess they do live through this, but now they can't tap Ancient Tomb. And we have enough mana to activate Allosaurus Shepherd next turn. I did not count the pump that Werewood Shepherd Symbiote got. Do we like Leyline? Yeah, I think that's right, Eric, man. I think you're right. Could have played the Visionary and then used it in Birchlore Rangers, because they would have both been summoning sick anyway, they weren't attacking. Do you want this Archon in here? I think we do. Just naming artifacts seems pretty gassy. Yeah, the Collector's great here. That's really good. What's the opponent's win con? They make a bunch of artifacts. They've got a combo where they like nuke your hand. But they're mostly artifact synergies. They can use like Urza as a win, or they have Karn. New 4-mana Karn. Leyline's almost tempting against them because they use Emery and the draw 7 other discards out of the graveyard, but it's a bit much. Trying to use Scavenging Ooze to control Emery is a losing gambit. This is too much mana. Although they do target, right? I think I'd rather have removal overall. Allosaurus Shepherd is expensive because of how it was released. And because every Elves player needs like 3 or 4. That's why it's so expensive. That's kind of obnoxious, huh? It's only 1 mana, not that expensive. Yeah, you're right, you're right. I think it's kind of ugly. I think So I keep a wide range of hands with this deck, but I think against a Chalice deck, you send this back. It's just not even that good, even if they don't Chalice us. There's a set with dinosaurs. Yeah, there's a set with dinosaurs is like the main thing, right? What elf would I play in this deck specifically for BM? I don't BM very often. There was an elf that Julian used to like. It was like a 4-mana 5/5, and when it came into play, you had to like exile one of your other elves. And then for 3 mana, you could spit out a 2/2 wolf. I don't know if the wolf had death touch. But if I was gonna run a wild one, that's probably the one I would play. Yeah, the champion one. I don't know. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing here. Wish again kept decay for this here Emery here. Just not letting them recycle engineered explosives, but this does get them to 4 mana for Karn and stuff. It does help them out a lot.
Well, Jesus on the moon high, tell him what you want. Well, now, Jesus on the moon high, tell him what you want. Well, Jesus on the moon high, tell him what you want. Call him up and tell him what you want.
Oh shit, what up?
Oh shit, what up? Hey Josh. Thanks for the sub, thanks for 2 months. Josh says, can you please stop uploading videos to YouTube? They can't keep up. No promises. Yeah, managed to pull it off. They needed to find the LED off the Narset, but they got there. I think it's probably good enough for us to scoop. I kind of want to try out Lion's Eye Diamonds, or Ley Lines rather. Cut Archon, cut a Natural Order, leave in Rex Sage. Cut some removal spells. With Allosaurus Shepherd, it's not like we need to answer a Chalice every time we see one. The fact that we used a removal spell on Emery, one of Leyline could have just stopped it. A lot of times they do like just not care about this card though. Or they just have a card in hand. Fuck Cyberpunk? Wow. I mean, I haven't played the game. I just watched the... They released like an hour of gameplay footage like a while ago. And I watched it and I was like, yeah, probably not for me. Amazing Cespenar.
Jesus on the main line, tell them what you want, oh now. Jesus on the main line, tell them what you want. Now Jesus on the main line, tell them what you want. Or just call him up and tell him what you want. Well now if you're sick and you can't get well, tell him what you want. Well now if you're sick and can't get well, tell him what you want. Well if you're sick and you can't get well, tell him what you want. Just call him up and tell him what you want. All you gotta do is call him up and tell him what you want.
So this draw is not what we're looking for. We want Green Suns, Natural Orders, Allosaurus Shepherd. Allosaurus Shepherd would just solve this Chalice issue all by its lonesome. Cyberpunk did have release date delays, yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. We've got Natural Order. Will we just Natural Order for an Allosaurus Shepherd at this point? We can't even morph for Virtual Rangers right now. Don't even have one. I've not heard those Bad Lotus. That sounds fun. I gotta say, this ley line's looking pretty good. Looking pretty okay. Hey, there we go. Nice Chalice friend. We have Caverns, we had something better. Somehow we have something better. Oh, this is only Elves, it doesn't pump Dry Arbor. Well, whatever. Just threw away a cradle for no reason. I was just letting them know it's coming. Explosives. I don't know why that's so funny. Oh, man. Oh, man. Chalice on one, go. Alright. Allosaurus Rider, dump my handful of elves. You've played right into my hand, elf player. I have this explosives, which will then get countered. Okay. So if they really wanted their explosives to resolve, they could have sank a colorless mana into it that acidic traders up. And then the explosives would have been X equals 2 on the stack, but because of Sunburst, it still only would have come into play with 1 counter, and then they could have rocked my world. We would have bounced Visionary in response or whatever and started rebuilding, and they probably would have had to crack their LED to have the mana to crack the explosives. But they wouldn't have just been dead, right? And the game would have gone on a little bit. It was way funnier that way, though. Yeah, right. You love the track selection tonight? Yeah. Well, so several weeks ago, I was watching a YouTube clip of this amazing jazz musician, and then I found out she had a YouTube page, and I was watching that. She's like helping people learn awesome jazz music, and her name is her name is Doreen, and I was like, this lady's fucking sweet, and a lot of her videos are like have her busking live in New Orleans and stuff. So I was like, well, I've watched enough of her music now. I should fucking send her a tip. So I send her a tip on Facebook, or not on Facebook, on PayPal, and just forget about it. And then she sends me, completely unasked for, she sent me a mask. I can't find it now. I had it sitting here. But she sent me this beautiful mask that says, like, oh, here it is. It says Doreen's Jazz on it. I'll be wearing this around town if I ever leave my house ever. That was kind of fun, right? I heart Doreen's Jazz. She just sends me a Ziploc with a mask on it, and I'm like, oh shit. So before I just known her as Doreen, I didn't know her name was like Doreen's Jazz as her like band or act or whatever. So I Googled that, and I find her website, and I send her a message. I'm like, yo, could I listen to your music on stream? Be happy to like buy it all and stuff. And she emailed me back this morning. Was like, yeah, that's cool. So I've spent some hours buying CDs and stuff, all excited. I think we just could try it over Heritage Druid or Allosaurus Shepherd. Just pass here. She's a beast at circular breeding too. She is, yeah. Yeah, very impressive. So natural order is not lethal here, right? We can run out the Allosaurus Shepherd, and then sack it. And so we'll have X is 4, and it'll pump all 4. But a Dried Arbor will be tapped. So it'd be 9... It'd be 19 damage total. They're at 20. Hey, Creator, thanks for the $7.77. Yeah, cheers. We could go glimpsing, or we could put them to 1. Put them to 1 and just pass. Hard to imagine that losing, huh? So now we're in a spot where if they Thoughtseize us, they get all the time in the world. But if they don't Thoughtseize us, they're super dead.
Oh shit, what up?
GG. I mean, you can name Heritage Druid with Needle, it just doesn't do anything, because it's a mana source, right? Hey, Dukowski, thanks for the sub, thanks for the 34 months. Yeti Cat 01, thanks for the sub, thanks for the 16 months. For sure, Base Biff. Doreen is a goddamn master. There's YouTube videos of her playing with, like, orchestras as, like, the featured performer. Pretty wild. For a street performer from New Orleans, in these fancy pants orchestras where everyone's all gussied up. And she's all like dressed fancy and stuff too, but it's just wild, right? Wild mixing of worlds there. And she comes on and slays, for lack of a better word. So we definitely want a trophy in this matchup. I'm not sure if we want Veil of Summer or not. I remember I was watching my friend in a tournament, and he was just like sweating playing the Storm deck, and he does this like super unnecessary convoluted line, and afterwards he looks at me all breathless and he smiles and he's like, "Caleb, I just beat a needle on LED by therapying myself to get Hellbent for the last card so I could tutor up Tendrils and win." And I'm like, man, that's cool. That's cool and all. How I would have beaten the needle on LED in this situation is cracking LED. But your way works too. This is good too. Do I just cut all my Allosaurus Shepherds? That seems like we don't need them. Because LED is a mana ability, Leech Roll, so Needle doesn't stop it. Wasn't the most effective name. Yeah, it's Katniss, exactly. It highlights it in Moto too. What do I name with Archon? It depends. Probably creature. But potentially instant. Archon maybe should have come out for like Decay or something. Or Progenitus. I've not seen that Thrifted Mitch. That sounds wild, though. What do you crop rotation for in response to Aquarian Ranger? Oh, they're making it 2020? Alright, hold on. What I was looking for. Alright, you win. Yeah, they had a turn 3 kill on the play. I think we had a turn 3 kill, but we were on the draw. Was there a plan here? Yeah, if we can fire off Natural Order, we can like block for a turn, and then try and win the turn after. If we could get to 4 mana. I didn't see a way to do it though. Was that 3.5 mana? Yeah, right? Very close. Very close. We needed a Nettle Summon. We needed a Nettle Summon in that draw. We could have gotten there. Could have gotten the 4. Still would have had to cobble when you get the following turn, but a little easier. Do we leave Archon in? Sometimes you turn 2 Natural Order. And Arcana I could still see being good. Can you keep this against Turbo Depths? Just dump your hand. We're against Turbo Depths, yeah. They're playing a bunch of crop rotations and Lotus Petals and Urborgs. They are very turbo-y. Yeah, hell yeah, Gavin Bloom. I want to send this back. I don't know. If you're keeping this hand, I think you're like fetching Dried Arbor turn 1-2 with the double Query and Ranger. It's just too slow. My personal dredge list. I don't play Dredge, friend. Sure thing. The pieces here are fairly redundant. I don't think it really matters what they grab. Nice. Do we Greed Sun or we just drop some things? I think we just drop a couple things. I could have played the Symbiote and then untapped the Dried Arbor with Elvish Visionary and replayed Visionary. That's better. That's better than playing the Heritage Druid there. I'm really close to just green sunning for the win, and I might not even bounce Visionary at the end of turn. Oh, well. Probably do that now. Yeah, now I'm really regretting not getting that extra cantrip in.
Now I know why I've waited. I know why I've been blue. Well, prayed each night for someone exactly like you, babe. Now why should we spend money on a show or two? Well, no one does those love scenes exactly like you. Well, you make me feel so grand, yes. I want to hand the world to you. You seems to understand each foolish little dream I'm dreaming. I'm scheming. Now I know why mother, why she taught me to be true, babe. She meant me for someone exactly like you.
Not enough through the Reclaimer, but it does put them to 1. And then we have 4 attackers next turn. Should be good enough. If we drawn like a fetch instead of trophy, could have gotten another Dried Arbor that way. The Meteor 7/7 is the trophy leader. They've just been jamming, just bam, turbo depths over and over.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10. That's where my life began. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Very precise, but very fast.
Well, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Where my life began. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I think that's the second time we faced them this
Well, Mary had a little lamb. Her sneak was white as snow.
this season.
Everywhere that Mary went, that lamb was sure to go. Where I
Now we're the trophy leader. Yeah, that's how it works.
run rocks where
There can be only one.
Let it roll, let it roll, let it roll, let it roll.
Hamal, you're missing that you still have to sack a creature. So if I don't tap the Dryad Arbor to play the elf and then sack the elf, then I have to sack the Dryad Arbor anyway. Right? So it doesn't give me an extra attacker, and it does, it does remove one of my creatures from the board. So playing the Elvish Visionary. Playing the Elvish Visionary was just more damage. I should try the Mana Traders prelim. The Mana Traders events start a little early for me, in general. They seem sweet, though. It shows 0 next to trophies. Yeah, it's hard to trophy in Legacy. We can't all be Negator 77. Negator 77. $36 is an absurd number.
Oh shit, what up?
Hey, Negator 77, thanks for the sub. Thanks for the 2 months. Negator says, taking me to the woodshed like that gets a sub. Oh yeah. Thanks for the match. I suppose we could be talking about elves while we wait for our next opponent. Yeah, before I started the league, I was saying that I probably wanted one more removal spell in the sideboard over either a second decay or a second trophy. I'm not sure. Make sure you can kill opposing engineers post-board. Hey, Kieran, thanks for the sub, thanks for the 30 months. It's going pretty okay. Pretty okay, Kieran.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10. That's where
I think I'll cut a Thoughtseize, go down to 2.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
A lot of matchups, it's hard to bring in that many anyway. You want them against like combo. But if you're also bringing in ley lines, this is too many slots. Molesville. Yeah, this is alright. Can even bottom this Hierarch on here. No, I'm not playing Once Upon a Time yet. I've seen it in a few lists. What do you think I should cut? What do you think I should cut for Once Upon a Time?
Swing out, swing out. Let it roll, let it roll. Oh, man, let it roll.
You think this hand is insane? It's pretty insane if you like drawing cards, because that's all the hand does. I don't think it's that insane. Now we draw a Cradle next turn. Yeah, Allosaurus Shepherd is a staple. Most lists are playing 4. No, we don't hit a land. We're just like playing a 1/1 Shepherd and passing. Ooh. What type plays Chain Lightning? Not Rug. Well, Rug too, but what we're facing here is Blue-Red Delver. Just jamming Visionary again. Also a line. But I was thinking that I would Green Sun for 0 here this turn. Get my other Dryad Arbor in play. Just keep developing. Do Elves eat Delver for dinner? No. Absolutely not. I played both sides of the matchup. It's extremely close. A lot comes down to the Delver deck's sideboard. They've been playing hate for creature decks lately. Like the 1 mana deal 1 damage to all opposing creatures card is really good against elves. Sometimes they have Rough and Tumble on top of that. Sometimes they're playing Submerge. But yeah, like I said, I played the matchup from both sides. I used to think it was like heavily in Rug's favor until I started playing the elf side, and then I was like, well, it's the elves' favor. And then I started testing against good opponents, and I was like, oh no, it's actually just a very close matchup. But if you don't know what you're doing, then it heavily warps it. I think we Heritage Druid and then just fucking hope. Just hope. Fuck. And now we do nothing. And now they start flashing back chain lightnings and whatnot. You're supposed to Visionary. I think we're actually more likely to find like a 1 mana elf than a land. Yeah, Glimpse doesn't help. Oh, this is historical. Low end. This is what I'm saying right now has always been the case of Legacy versus Delver, or of Elves versus Delver. Not a new development at all. Hey Quasnero, thanks for the sub, thanks for the 22 months. That does sound like a rough day, MWM. I lost to Death and Taxes with Elves. It's pretty hard to do, but I managed it. I think I just like flooded to Bejeebus. Right, low end. So that's what I'm saying, is that your experience, like regardless of which side you're playing, if you're playing against an incompetent opponent, then you're gonna have a very lopsided experience. And you're gonna be like, oh, well, this matchup is very in that favor. Fucking hoping this shit works, because we're so far behind. Yeah. Oh, it's Brainstorm. It's not a Bolt, it's a Brainstorm.
Well, I missed the Saturday dance.
Oh shit, that just worked.
Couldn't bear it without you. Don't get around much anymore. Thought I'd visit the
Yeah, 100% want to hit the Dry Diver. Make it hard for me to natural order or whatever.
They had asked me about you. Don't get around much anymore.
Oh shit, what up?
Well, now, darling, I guess my mind's more at ease. Oh, but nevertheless, why stir up whole memories? Been invited on dates, might have gone, but what for? Awfully different without you. Don't get around much anymore. Well, awfully different without you. Don't get around much much anymore.
Just gonna get the ooze out of bolt range fucking immediately. Hell yeah, Venom. Yeah, I should do another modern stream soon, huh? Is Elves not a complicated deck? Elves is a complicated deck. The tricky... So Elves has a lot of redundant piece, which gives you a lot of similar game plans over the various games, and then there's some pattern recognition. So you put a lot of time into Elves, it certainly gets easier. But you still get those niche situations. I still find myself making mistakes, even after games and games and games. The cool thing about Elves is that even if you fuck up, your backup plan is you have a bunch of dorks, you can just tap them sideways. It's a pretty good backup plan. Hey, good evening, little Skittles. Tempted to serve for another 3 here. Put him down to 7. Make the use by itself lethal. Holding up a lot of ooze activations is also good, though, I think.
Well, granted, Jesus, if you please.
Oh, I don't have a Dried Arbor. I thought I did. Alright, just kidding.
Daily walking close to thee.
Should we triple block and hit sorceries? Yeah, let's do that.
Let it be, dear Lord. Let it be.
We're also just like feeding the ooze. Again, making it hard to race.
And when this fever, life is all over.
And then if they have a bolt, they're pointing it at my elves, right? They're not pointing it at my face.
No more wrong. Daily walking close to thee.
I'm prepared to go to damage.
Let it be, dear Lord. Oh, let it be.
Now they need a blocker. And we get to go up to 10 on our turn. I guess 11, huh? Pendlehaven up. Well, with an elf dying, the Goyf grows again, and you can't save an elf from the lightning bolt. Meanwhile, all the elves dying gave us lethal, so forced them to have a chumper. Is this Oko? They have an Oko handy. They definitely should have exiled Goyf to the Mandrills. I should have exiled Goyf because Mandrills is a card. I'm getting 2 creatures down. That's kind of a bummer. Oh hey, what about that one?
When the soul fever,
We should return a forest to hand, so we can pay for days if they have days as their last card.
in time, there won't be no more wrong. One day we all gonna meet. We all gonna meet. But I want you to meet me. Want you to meet me. Lord, let it meet me on the other shore. Oh,
20 trample. Is 20 trample good?
And we gonna talk, Lord, close to thee.
Yay. And of course we had one more damage there if we wanted to activate the ooze. Cool. A lot of folks have cut the ooze from the main deck, but every once in a while you steal a game with it. Every once in a while you steal a game that's like, oh man. Oh, that feels nice. I think cutting Rex Sage from the main deck makes the most sense if I wanted to cut one card for either a Once Upon a Time or a 4th Shepherd. Because you need Rex Sage less. If the opponent chalices you, you just green sun for a Shepherd and just ignore it. How did I tap the Ranger before combat? I didn't tap it. I just used the untap ability. So a creature doesn't have to be tapped to target it with Ranger. But all I wanted, I didn't need to untap something. I just needed to pay the cost of the Ranger, which is to bounce a forest. So I just wanted to scoop up a forest, replay it, thus make my land drop for the turn and generate a mana, right? Because you float first. That way we could beat a daze and get one more activation out of the ooze. This is a matchup where Decay is better than Trophy. We faced Turbo Depths earlier where Trophy's better, but here you'd rather just have the uncounterable thing. Historically, you shape Natural Order against the Daze deck. But now that you're playing Allosaurus Shepherd, I don't know if you even do that anymore. Hence why I brought in Progenitus. You can bring in Thoughtseize in this matchup. It's not crazy, but we're on the draw, so I don't think I want it. I already have to make room for these removal spells. I like this song. I'll be glad when you're dead, you rascal you, is the name of the title. That's the title of the fucking song. That's so harsh. Oko cannot target True Name Nemesis, however, they can just gain 3 life a turn. It just doesn't match up very well. You want Summervale? You want to pay for days with Summervale? I explained it earlier, but I only want Summer Veil against opponents that are playing discard and counters. Or like Storm. I want it against Storm because it stops them from winning. So I want it against Bug because they're playing black removal spells like Trophy and Decay on top of discard spells and counters. So you really want Veil against them. And I want it against Storm combo. It's mostly for Storm combo. Storm combo is a tough matchup, but it becomes a very easy matchup if you have a Summer Veil. So like just like you used to sideboard like a random Thorn of Amethyst or Thalia or something in the sideboard of this deck, that's what Veil of Summer is doing. It's just there for that. Is Reanimator an actual deck? It is, yeah. People play Reanimator. People play Higak too. Wow, Bad Lotus with the knowledge. Bad Lotus, I'm curious. You don't have to answer if you don't want to, because it's a personal question. But I was curious how old you are. It is touring for Dried Arbor is fine. I think I'm just gonna jam Birchlow Rangers here. They've got to be 95-ish if they remember cartoon from the 30s. That's not true. That's not true necessarily. I remember getting into like old black and white westerns and classic movies when I was in high school. And having zero people, having absolutely nobody to talk about them with.
I'll be glad when you're dead, your eyes for you. I'll be tickled pink when you leave this earth, you dog. Well, I invited you over for some cabbage, and you ate just like a savage. I'll be glad when you're dead, your eyes for you.
Fair enough, Bad Lotus, fair enough. Right, it doesn't actually beat a daze. Let's take another turn to set up. The old black and white Zorro, like the TV show. Yeah, I ate that shit up too. And then I think there was like yellow Zorro for a bit.
Oh shit, what up?
Hey, Pathead Roachman, thanks for the sub, thanks for the 37 months. And thanks for the good luck. I don't get age demographic 2XL buds, but I do get country. They tell me where my viewers are from. It's like 90% US, like 4 or 5% Canada, I think. And then after that, oh, fuck, Blazing Ball, you follow me, man. What was I saying? After that, it's like Australia, Brazil, and Germany. I think Germany is the most watched out of those, and then after those three, it's the UK, and then everybody else is way below 1%.
Well, every honeybee fills with jealousy when they see you out with me. I don't blame them, goodness knows. Honeysuckle rose.
I might glimpse to see if it baits Force of Will. If they daze, I pay and just cantrip. That's totally fine too.
Honeysuckle rose. Well, now don't my sugar. You just have to touch my cup, boy, you're my sugar. It's sweet when you stir it up. When I'm taking sips from your tasty lips, seems a honey berry's drip. Your perfection, goodness knows. Honeysuckle rose.
The old double force of will. The opponent's just like stoked that I don't have an Allosaurus Rider and they can actually counter my things. Know that they have a Bolt in hand right now, so yeah, they can actually. I think if I was them, I would have hit the Wasteland of the Bayou actually, and then bolted the Dried Arbor. Put me to 1 mana. The fact that we can't Green Sun for Heritage Druid, or not Heritage Druid, but Elvish Visionary here is a real bummer. A Dryad Arbor off of Green Sun does not trigger Glimpse, it's a cast trigger. So right now we're in a spot where at least we get to untap with 4 mana, assuming they don't have another Bolt or whatever. Oh, okay. I was gonna say, at least like a top deck Green Sun could give me Ooze and get that rolling. Opponent's only got 1 land, but they only need 1 land, right? Good luck today. Why, thank you. Good chance they find a burn spell to kill me here. You see a lot of their deck, right?
Yeah, just a little while to stay here. Just a little while to wait.
A 1 mana elf was very similar to drawing this cradle.
In this fast and solid grave.
Yeah, this doesn't quite work, right? If you tap cradle, play the other cradle, tap that cradle,
In this long and sinful state.
and natural order for ooze, you can only gain 2 life. You go up to 3, and the Delver still kills you.
Right on to the pearly gate.
Well, just a little
Whereas a 1 mana mana dork,
oh, just a little while to wait. Oh, now we got just a little while to
I don't know.
in the pump that's always great. Talking about just a little more of sorrow.
Archon? I think we boarded Archon out. Yeah, we did.
Oh, now we got just a little while today. Then we're
Don't try this at home, kids. Dang. A removal spell on Delver could potentially let us live. Legend Dread the Tune's not a poke. Yeah, Doreen's Jazz is the name of the artist. I have music for sale online. She has a YouTube too. Pretty great. Bold move. Well, the other move was Concede, so I thought it was fine. Do we think Archon's better than Progenitus? The issue with Archon, I feel, in this matchup is that they're playing Dreadhorde, so they can just go like Bolt, Archon, attack, flashback, Bolt. You know what I mean? Like, I think Progenitus is better on average. I'm just gonna rack this again. Just how we have it. Oh yeah, Archon does name instant, doesn't it? Well, shit. Alright. Ah, it's too late. I submitted too late! But then there's Chain Lightning. Then they do the same thing with Chain Lightning. I guess they have fewer chains, though. You like Plague Engineer in this matchup? It seems like when they want to bolt literally everything I play, having a 3-mana thing instead of a 1-mana thing is worse. Yeah, Progenitus has their head in the clouds, but they still don't have reach. People talk about that a lot. The thing is, Progenitus, the heads are looking downwards. They're not looking straight ahead in the clouds. They don't see the flyers, so that's why it's not there. I would have Submerged me if that was them. 100%. Submerge doesn't get better than Time Walk, than a free Time Walk. Freaking Delver, yeah, freaking Delver.
Joe's Ballroom on the corner of Jackson Square. The usual crowd was sitting around as the drinks flowed all over the bar. In the corner stood my old friend Joe McKenzie. His eyes.
Why did the Savannah go to the graveyard? Because they wastelanded it.
He turned, looked over to me, and held his head down. And these was the words that he was saying.
Almost as miserable as Snoko. Well, Snoko we would just beat eventually. Like they would sit there and dirtle and make a couple 3/3s and then we would kill them.
My baby, she was lying there.
But it would take us a while. This is us where we get to like play a land, play a threat. They kill the land, kill the threat. They attack for 3. Then we play a land, play a threat. They kill the land, play the threat, attack for 3. And it
Let her go. Let her go.
just happens over and over again, very consistently.
Wherever she may be, you search this whole wide world over, you'll never find a true love like her.
Dang. Another elf here, like a Niddle Sentinel. Could have maybe popped off a little bit. So we're just drawing a couple. Which is not even that good. One can flashback Blazing Volume. My favorite constructed format? Probably Modern. Not sure. Yeah, so if Elves, or I'm sorry, if Delver doesn't have the Delver, if they don't have the pressure to go with the removal, then it's actually hard for them to pressure the Elves player until they win. And Tarmogoyf is not pressure, if that's their threat, because you can just like block bounce with Symbiote and stuff, buy a lot of time that way. Both games they won, they go turn 1 Delver, and then also had the red removal to clear our dorks and the dazing, all that stuff. It's certainly how it looks when you win from the Delver side. Yeah, Delver has been prepped for Elves for a bit now. Little mini sweepers. Some of them have dropped Submerge from the board because Blue-Red Delver is becoming more popular than Rug Delver. So a lot of them have cut the Submerge. Our opponent had it though. Even better prepared.
I want a $50 gold piece attached to my watch pocket. I want the fellas to know I'm going home in style. I want 6 crap shooters for pallbearers.
Yeah, so on average, I would say the matchup's very even. But if when the matchup weights towards Delver, it's because of their sideboard options.
As they march my body home to get my rest.
Am I gonna try Goblins tonight? I might play some Goblins. It's been a bit since I've played Goblins. So I have Mono Red Storm built, I have Doomsday built, I have Painter put together, and then yeah, I have Goblins. So those are our options for the rest of the stream. The die roll? Yeah, I mean the die roll is pretty important in all of Delver's matchups, right? Because of days. I guess that's fine. You're either turn 1 fetching out Dried Arbor, or playing Dried Arbor from hand, or you're turn 1 Nettle Sentineling. I'm not sure. We gotta need a Dried Arbor in play for the Quirion Ranger to do anything. Why Progenitus in the Elves sideboard? If the opponent's got a bunch of spot removal, Progenitus can beat all of it. Can beat infinite spot removal. Depending on what they do, I'm going to fetch Dried Arbor. Untap. Maybe play the Nettle Sentinel into Visionary. Save Quirion Ranger for next turn. Can I explain why we play Dried Arbor? I certainly can. The main reason that you play Dried Arbor is so that you have a 0 to Green Sun Zenith 4 on turn 1, just to like, have more acceleration. But the other reason is it pairs really well with Quirion Ranger, and with Gaia's Cradle, right? We want to get creatures in play for Gaia's Cradle. Is the opponent on Storm? They could be. There's a few different bug decks. The Preordain certainly points them towards the Storm combo, doesn't it? And points them towards Adnos. Which our hand does not beat, but we could sandbag or top deck into a natural order. Assuming they don't kill us here. Real good chance of killing us turn 3 after all those cantrips, right? Would not bet on the Elves deck from this position. A zesty little drum solo, huh? Yeah, not surprised by the Lotus Petal hum. Is this a deck I own, or did I mana trade? Is it? I own everything except for the Allosaurus Shepherds. I don't own the most expensive card in the deck. Maybe it'll get reprinted. For now, I'm fine just renting it off Mana Traders, though. Huge shout out to Mana Traders, by the way. They're sponsored to the stream. There's a link to them in the stream description. One way I'm able to play all of these different Legacy decks and do all this experimenting is a large part because of a subscription with them. Anyway, yeah, there's a link to them in the stream description. There's also a coupon code for 20% off your first sub with them, too. Worth checking out. They also have a Mana Traders series, a tournament series. Yeah, ad nauseam with one black floating. It's a really good chance of winning, doesn't it? You have all the black mana in the world. Yes, Infernal Tutor. Infernal Tutor turned on by the LEDs, right? Just a very simple win from there.
Have you ever been to New Orleans? Have you ever fought for plastic beads?
So our most important card in the matchup is Archon.
So come on down, leave your bra, show your tits at Mardi Gras.
These are all pretty good. And then Thoughtseize is okay after that. Leyline is, I think, overboarding. It just turns off Past in Flames. Most of the time they don't even need Past in Flames to win, though.
We don't care if you stare. People dancing everywhere. Nothing stops the fun on Bourbon Street.
We gotta cut 4 more cards here. I'm gonna cut a Symbiote and a Visionary. And a couple of Allosaurus Shepherds. Yeah, just like that. How am I this fine evening? I'm doing well, Steve. Thanks for asking. The big mana here? Well, the big mana is Natural Order. And we want to have the max chance of Natural Ordering on turn 2 for Archon. Which is why we don't cut any Quirion Rangers. Because turn 1 Green Sun for Dried Arbor, turn 2 Quirion Ranger. Can just get you there, can just get you the turn 2 Natural Order. They do not play Shepherds. Or they do not play counters, rather. So Veil of Summer does stop them from comboing. It's a really good card to hold up, but since we're on the play, and since the chance of them killing on turn 1 is fairly low, we're actually going to lead on Green Sun, I think. If you lead on Nettle Sentinel here, it's with the idea that you can Green Sun for 2 and get Oath later. We don't know that we're going to naturally have the mana though, so I think you just get your Arbor. Fetch Bayou. Green Sun for Arbor. And then pass the turn, and then we'll have more mana, so our ability to hold up Veil on a future turn will be higher. And we might even just chill on Glimpse until we're about to win. Hell yeah, Library. What decks are Delver weak to? I think Delver is slightly behind against Miracles. I don't know if Delver hard loses to anything in this format. Which is probably why it's the deck to beat, huh? Chalice decks used to be good against Delver, but they've certainly gotten worse.
Have you ever been to Mardi Gras? Seen so freaky make you drop your jaw. You'll see side of man.
Delver's bad against lands, sure. And then lands loses to everything else. Coin flip against Turbo Depths. Yeah, Delver has a lot of coin flippy matchups. Because that's the test, like, can you beat Delver? No, okay, you should play something else.
What a show, not much though. Make you come right back for more. I'll meet you again on Bourbon Street.
Hell yeah. I don't recall that, Fancy Bread. I don't recall that ever being a thing. think we sandbag the Heritage Druid, maybe. Maybe not. I was thinking I might draw another Glimpse. Yeah, let's just beat down. We can fetch out Dried Arbor. Delver's weak to you throwing water over their deck. Yeah. They're weak to you filling your mouth with petroleum and just like spraying it across their battlefield like a fucking gas dragon. Fuck. Come back, Heritage Druid. Pocket Sand? Yeah, exactly. That was Gribble's play, right? Actually, it's not showing up in my stream music display area. Give me a sec. There we go. Are we only playing Legacy today? I mean, how's the plan? Oh, you're saying Legacy? I was thinking we were going to either Mono Red Storm or Doomsday next. Probably Doomsday. You get 2 more damage in just by firing off the Glimpse of Nature. To untap the Nettle Sentinel. A little tempting. I think this is fine. The Extreme Kiwi. For the first season of Rick and Morty, I thought it was Rick and Morty. But I've actually rewatched Community, and I have no desire to rewatch Rick and Morty. So I think Community gets the nod. The old nod here. Not playing Battle Wits. Battle Wits is actually a hard one. Hard one to rent off mana traders. There's a few too many cards. Do they go for empty? I mean, probably not. Because empty just loses to natural order.
Tell all my friends I'll soon be coming down. Over in that glory line, we'll hold on in the glory line, yes,
yeah, Battle of Wits is the most expensive deck I've played. All those fucking Legacy duels.
We'll hold on in the glory line, yes, he's gone.
I do watch Rick and Morty with his new episodes, yeah.
Yes, over in that glory line.
I did not see your 2 modern 5-0s with Battle Wits. That's sweet though. Yeah, I've never 5-0'd with it in Modern. I have 5-0'd with it in Legacy. Battle Wits. Only once though. And then I have like 3 4-1s. 2 of them lost in the finals to Slivers. Figured that one out, right? Like that one Slivers player just shows up when I'm about to win a league with Battle of Wits just to crush me. Veil when the tutor's on the stack? What would that stop? Ideally, we would want them to spend more of their turn not knowing that I'm going to Veil of Summer them. I was not planning on playing Marble today, no. That Marble deck trophied too, right? Mostly the show and tell half of the deck. I think we activated Marble like once, though. The idea was that if Marble hits Omniscience, and that's like pretty great too. Hell yeah, Keep Marchie. Yeah, a lot of people said they've been enjoying all the Legacy lately. I'm excited for Vintage Cube to come back, but until then, this is pretty good too. Does this deck have sweet new cards? It depends on if you count Allosaurus Shepherd as a sweet new one. I've been playing regular Painter over Duretti Spaghetti 2XL Buds.
Yes, he's gone. She meet that holy man. Yes, over in that glory line.
Oh, I got you, Fix. Did you ever win with Battle of Wits? And your 2 trophies? I'm surprised they didn't duress. A little earlier in the turn. One copy of Flusterstorm A. I guess we should have put the Veil of Summer earlier in the turn. Silly me. Because you lead on Veil of Summer earlier and they can't do this. Can't do this specifically. I understand why they have Flusterstorm in. It's good versus... I mean, it's good in this scenario specifically, but it's even better against like an early Natural Order or something. Or Glimpse out of Elves. Flusterstorm is pretty good against Glimpse. In terms of mana, we only have 6 available, so it doesn't pay for all of Flusterstorm. Mindbreak Trap? Well, they could have just duressed before. What do they do if Failed Resolves? They would lose if Failed Resolved. You were wondering about a counterspell? Well, generally Storm doesn't play counterspells. I just wasn't thinking about this one specifically. Oh well. Well, I learned something new for next time. Gotta play around the instant speed tutor for Flusterstorm. Grape Shot in the deck? Yeah, they don't play Grape Shot. The TES build of the deck plays Grape Shot. You play Fluster in your Ant build? Yeah, I think a lot of people play the Fluster. That's the first time I've had someone tutor for it in response to a Veil out of Elves. I'm used to Veil just winning.